You get this right, your emotional intelligence will be 80% higher than the average person, than all the people you meet. This might sound strange to you, but as a 9-year-old, when I would pray as a 9-year-old, I used to thank God for my bed, for my room and stuff, for my legs, and you'd think, yo, but those are just normal things. But those are not normal things. Some people don't have legs. Some people don't have a bed to sleep in. Some people don't have their own room. They have to share a room with 6 people. They have to be in a congested space. So, as a 9-year-old, I would do that a lot also. Also because, I grew up in a Christian space. I grew up, obviously, with my parents. I would go to church every Sunday, so I grew up in that space. But it doesn't mean just because you grow up in that space doesn't mean you don't get exposed to things outside of that space, or things that would be required to leading to sin or leading to being bad for your faith, right? You would always get exposed to that other side. So, but that's just how life is. Life has good, life has bad. Sometimes as people we succumb to peer pressure, we succumb to the bad side, we succumb to doing bad stuff because we are human beings at the end of the day, right? We are human beings. But why am I saying this, right? I'm saying this because gratitude builds character. Gratitude builds character. It also builds grit, because even if you get rejected by that job application, that job that you really wanted, that company, the company that you really desired with all your heart and all your mind, right? It could still get worse than that, right? You could still be not be in a healthy position to, you know, go to the job. Some people don't even have like transport money to go and get the interview to get their dream job or their dream position, right? So there are some things you have to look at and be like, yo, I'm really blessed, right? I'm blessed. I am a blessed person, right? Now, being just because you are blessed, just because you are grateful, doesn't mean that you don't want more. And there's nothing wrong with wanting more. As human beings, we're supposed to be productive every year. Productivity as a human being is what is supposed to happen, it's what you're supposed to do. And that is something that is supposed to come out of us, because that is our human nature. Our human nature is to produce, to create something new, to create a new invention, to produce more of us, to produce more babies, to produce more humans. But no, our nature is just to produce, right? To bear fruit, as the Bible says in Galatians 5, I think. Yeah, to bear fruit, right? Um. So yeah, that's just how it is. Um. Why having gratitude will increase your emotional intelligence? You will complain less, right? People are constantly complaining about something, right? Whether it be online, whether it be in real life, whether it be, I don't know, in your community function, right? You get those people that are constantly complaining about something, and that makes it brings a negative atmosphere. It doesn't bring good atmosphere, it doesn't bring light, it just brings doom and gloom, right? And when you are a person that constantly brings doom and gloom, like, people don't want to be around you, right? So, like, it's not a good thing, right? So if you are a person that has gratitude, you increase in emotional intelligence. You'll be like, okay, you know what, right now might not be good. um Today might have not been a good day, but tomorrow will be a better day. And that's the mindset we need to approach life with, right? Gratitude reminds you of the resources you do have, right? Gratitude reminds you of the resources you do have, right? So you have to use what you have to gain more. Use the resources that you currently have to gain more. Alright? Use the resources that you currently have to gain more. What resource could that be? It could be a skill that you learned, a course that you learned, right? You use that skill you offer that skill to people, and you be like, hey, I can do this for you. And then I could do this for you, will you? And then you get money for it. Or you use that skill to build a business. Either way, like, you have resources at your disposal. You don't have more because you lack knowledge. You don't have more because you lack knowledge. There's a piece of knowledge missing somewhere, right? If you take the guitar, right? If you just play a string more, like, you're not gonna be good. But you're not good because you lack knowledge. You lack the way in which how to play it, right? That is what you lack, right? Even in marketing, right? If you had you put out your first marketing campaign. Your first marketing campaign will probably, if you haven't done it enough, it will probably bomb. It will probably do bad. Will probably get 2 views, 3 views. Even if it gets 300 views, you probably won't get any leads. You won't get any sales from that. Because the reality is just that you're not good at marketing yet. You're not good at marketing yet, right? You're not good at Instagram Reels yet. You're not good at TikTok videos yet. You're not good at YouTube videos yet, right? So how do you get good? Right? You learn from people that have done it, right? You increase your knowledge, right? So you learn from people that, whether it's a book, whether it's someone talking, right? Someone telling you, someone mentoring you, right? And then you do the action. You apply the wisdom. You do the action. And by doing the action over and over again, you do the action over and over again, right? Eventually, you get good. I know it sounds simple, and it is simple. It's simple, but it's not easy. And that's the fact. It's simple, but it's not an easy thing to do, right? Depending on how you use it, gratitude can shift your life for the better, right? So yeah.